I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jackie. Welcome back to Dumb Witch Club. Today
We're talking about Summerween.
Oh God, the way you said that was so not... It did not go.
How should I say it?
I don't know. You said it too sensually.
Did I? Okay. It's hard for me to not be that way.
Well, no, I just mean because I feel like the word, and I was going to talk about this later, the word itself, Summerween, I hate the word.
Yeah, it's not a good word. I think it's really ugly. It's kind of ugly. What if I say it? So you can't
say it so good because it's not...
Okay, so...
Summerween! Oh, see, that was good.
Yeah, I kind of...
has to be like...
I tried to do like a 90s Nickelodeon, like... Summerween.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was good.
You know what I mean? Like a bad kid. Yeah, Summerween.
Yeah. See, that's better.
Okay.
Your first version, I liked it. I just...
Of course you did.
Everybody
did.
Couldn't take it with that word.
It didn't match up. That it was out of context.
Yes, because this is not that topic.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. It's just the word itself.
The word is not great.
No, it's weird. I don't like it. I know where it comes from. Whatever. We'll get into it later.
We should make up a different word. Let's think about that. Because, I mean, whatever. It's a made-up, arbitrary thing anyway. Like,
that's
we can make
true.
Up a different word
but
for
it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. There's not a lot of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can. We're so good at that. We always do that.
Okay, let's brainstorm it. Not right now, let's do it, and then we'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel confident that we will come up with something.
Okay, good. But until then, it's Summerween. Now we're like, Summerween.
Summerween. They're like, ew, what are you saying?
Are you still talking about this?
They're like, are you sure you want to talk about this today? It doesn't seem like you do.
We're not sure.
They're like, do we really want to learn about this from them? They seem to hate it. We don't.
No, we don't hate it.
I don't hate it.
I just hate the word.
Sorry.
Anyway.
All right.
Let's pull a card. I need help, clearly. Okay.
You're pulling.
It is like a bird.
Oh.
Like a bird. Oh, we didn't say this is the Oracle of Mystical Moments deck. Card 22, like a bird. So the art is this woman, her long hair is flowing. She's got kind of like these pretty angel wings, but then there's this really blue speckled bird like next to her. And she's like putting her hand on it. So, I mean, obviously, like when I hear like a bird, I just think of like freedom and like you can go and you're one and you're in the air and I don't know.
Yes, right? I like it. We've been talking about birds recently.
A lot. For quite a while recently, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the past few weeks.
Yes.
Maybe even a couple months or so.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, with the crows kind of showing up and like the whole like Morrigan thing and the owl.
That's true.
That was visiting us. And the nests we were finding and continue to find, the eggs that we were finding and continue to find.
There has been a lot of bird referencing and activity in our lives, I will say. And I do think there's magical elements to that. So
definitely.
Yeah, I just think, I like it. And I like the idea of like being like free as a bird, you know?
Yeah, it's nice. Especially for like the summer vibe that we're going for. And
totally.
With the July energy report, if you haven't watched or listened to that yet, you might want to give that a listen. It's still in time if you're watching this in July.
True.
And that kind of fits with that energy, I think.
I agree. So it just, seems to just make sense in so many ways. Mm-hmm. So nice.
Cute.
Okay.
Love.
All right, now let's talk about our topic.
What's the topic?
It's the topic we're talking about today.
Oh, I thought there was a name. I guess not.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, you did? Okay,
Are you going to say it?
No, I won't. I won't say it again.
Okay, so what is Summerween?
Well, okay, so the textbook, right, like definition.
Right, like the origin of the coining of the phrase.
Yeah, because textbook felt weird. It's not in a textbook, but yes, the term where it originated is from the show Gravity Falls. Mm-hmm. And in the show, the residents of Gravity Falls love Halloween so much that they want to celebrate it twice a year. So they celebrate it in the summer as well. Mm-hmm. And they call it Summerween. And
also, that's a cartoon, and I hate cartoons. So it just, for me, it's just a personal thing. I have problems.
Again, they're like, why are they talking about this?
Like, yeah, I know.
Okay, but that's where it comes from.
But that's where it comes from.
That's
Whatever.
That
it's fine.
really has,
I don't
like,
care.
nada to do with, like, really what you're going to do with the concept.
No.
I mean, maybe for some people it does. Maybe they love it. But I don't watch Gravity Falls. I don't even think I ever have. So.
No, because it's now become more just, like, a generalized term or, like, a concept. Because I guess when I was looking this up, too, like, there is an actual date that it's supposed to be from the show.
Yeah.
And I don't think it matters.
No.
Like, it's cool, like, to know that's the origin or whatever, but I think it's more just a generalized term that's, like, about bringing some spooky fun into your summer.
Yeah.
And maybe even, starting your Halloween celebrations early, in a sense.
Yes, exactly. I think that's why I really like it, because we are spooky girls all year round, and we don't need, just like with anything else, we don't need an excuse to do what we want to do. We always do what we want to do. Yeah. But it's still cute to have, like, a vibe, a theme, a name, something that, like, other people are doing, so there's, like, a little bit of a social component of, like, oh, this is a thing that people that are like-minded are doing. There's something fun about that, and, like, you see people's posts about it or people talk about it. And we love Halloween so much and love spooky season so much that it's like getting another little taste of that at another time is awesome.
Yes, and it is hard being a goth in the summer.
It's so hard.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
So this makes it a little easier.
It does. And it's cute. Like, obviously, like, I'm more of, like, a pastel goth. So.
But see, okay, but that's where this is where I was going. Is like, obviously, you can just do straight up Halloween decorations.
Yeah, yes, totally.
The classic orange and black and whatever, of course. But there is, and because, like anything else, this is America after all, like, retailers have gotten involved in this.
Of course.
And so you can actually just look up, like, Summerween items, like, on any of your big retailers, and things will come up. And they tend to have a little twist. Like, sometimes it's more of a pastel vibe, or it's like the dress that you're wearing, it's like carved pumpkins but little carved watermelons also, and so it has its own distinct vibe. But you can also just do, like, strict Halloween stuff too, and I think that covers the bases.
Totally. Like, it's whatever you want to do. I've been noticing people doing different themes for their Summerween celebrations, because I feel like when people first started getting into it, it really was just more like, a summer version of Halloween.
Yeah.
Now it's like people do, like, I've seen, like, the slasher movie, like, Summerween celebration.
Yes.
Which I feel like is so cute. We were just talking about this on another episode.
About Midsummer.
And how, that's right.
Yeah, the kind of horror movie connection to Midsummer obviously plays perfectly here, because especially with that, like, summer camp slasher vibe, horror movies. So if you don't know what some of those are, I wrote down just a few ideas.
Oh, cute.
Friday the 13th, obviously. Sleepaway Camp is another really good one.
Yeah, that's cute.
And the American Horror Story season 1984 actually takes place in a camp. It's a very, like, classic 80s, like, horror movie situation. So anyways, so those are fun. Those are good. And they bring in, like, both of the vibes that we're going for.
Mm-hmm. It's cute. I feel like there's something about summer that you start, like, it's, that fall is next.
Right.
And you start to feel the little glimpses, right? Obviously, if you're going, like, to your point, like any big retailer, like, you're seeing more than little glimpses, because they just start, like, doling out all this crap, like, immediately.
Yeah.
But that's not really what I mean. What I mean is, like, little bits of, like, a cold snap in the air towards the end of summer.
Yeah.
Kind of knowing, like, it's August, and then it's, like, September is, like, next, and those months are next. There's just this anticipatory nature to the summer season of knowing that our favorite season is up next. And so pulling in some of those, like, little bits of spooky fun, like, to your summer vibe is cute.
And like we always talk about, like energy does not shift in an instant. And so it's not like, yes, technically on the calendar, one day it changes from summer to fall, right? But it's not like on that day everything changes.
Exactly.
So as the summer, goes from start to finish, I think you do start to somehow incorporate and just feel, whether it's in the weather or not, but you just feel this sense of like, oh, things are coming to a peak. They're going to start going down the other side, So it's cool.
It is cool. And it kind of gets you through. Like, we've always struggled in the summer. We've talked about this multiple times. We've struggled because it's hot and we're not super into that kind of weather.
And it's hard being a goth in the summer.
It's so hard. And you really have to, like, be so intentional about what you're doing and sort of the aesthetic you're creating for yourself. But the other thing I think that we maybe don't always acknowledge is we do love being outside. We do love, the warmth in that way, and like having like drinks outside or brunch or whatever. Like, we also love
going in the pool.
Love going in the pool.
Not as much, especially for me, going in the sun.
Right.
But going in the pool. I love the pool side.
Yeah. And you're not doing that in Halloween season. I mean, in Southern California, you still could. But you're not. It's not the vibe anymore. Like, summer, the vibe of summer isn't there, even if it is warm. It's just, I don't know how to explain that. But if you're from Southern California, you'll totally know, like, what
it might
that
also be
feels
like that other places besides here, too.
A few. But the point, obviously, but I'm just saying, okay? A few places, I'm sure. And if you're from those places, then fine. Just saying.
It's just funny how often but I feel like you end up talking about how this is where we're from.
This is what I know. What else am I supposed to say?
I'm from here too. I've never lived anywhere else either. I just think it's hilarious because we don't know where y'all are from when you're watching or listening to this. And so
that's why I'm incorporating them. I'm saying, like, they may not identify with this, but if you're from here or somewhere like here.
There you go.
Jesus Christ almighty. The Summerween is bringing out the side of you.
It's just so funny. I don't know. I think summer is weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird season, Yeah. I think a lot of people love summer because it is like summer vacation and vacation in general. But
sure.
It is a weird time. It's very intense. It's hot.
Yeah.
People do get affected by that.
They do. I mean, I definitely do. We definitely have in the past. I think we've been really intentional about not letting ourselves, like, really go, like, to a dark place with that, because we have had moments where we were just languishing, laying there being like, what do we even do? Like, we have had moments like that. But I feel like we have them less, and it's because we do the things that, like, make us happy with what is around us.
But that being said, we have done a lot of things. We've never really done a Summerween thing.
No, I know. Whenever I was, like, writing up the ideas and stuff, I'm like, I don't feel like we've ever, like, specifically called it. Well, of course, you wouldn't want to call it that because you hate it.
But I would, because I don't know what else to call it.
Until we come up with the new term, that's what it is. But we've never called it that. But we have done, like, you've made, like, I know for a fact you've made things that are kind of spookier, like cocktail-wise or whatever, like in the summer. We did something like that, and it was like a summery cocktail, but it had a spooky bent to it.
But that's another good idea. It's reminding me of something else. Is like, you can make, like, obviously tiki cocktails are good for the summertime.
Yes.
But depending on what spices you're using, like, a lot of them do use, like, nutmeg and kind of these, like, spicy rum, like these warming spices, and it kind of can be a tie-in. Yes. So that's just another, like, practical idea that you could throw into your mix.
Absolutely, and I feel like you've done that. I feel like we have definitely done that. There's, like, something in my head about the fact that you've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just weren't calling it that, but we've also, too, like, so there's, like, the really commercial side, and, and you'll see people planning sort of these, like, elaborate parties or these sleepovers, which, fine, I think that's
it's
cute.
So cute.
Like, if you want to do that, I think that's adorable. We may do it at some point. I don't know. Who knows? But you don't even have to do that. Like, one of my favorite things is finding little bits of Halloween and, like thinking forward to the things that you're excited about for that upcoming season. Like thrifting or antique stores and stuff, like you can find it there, and people aren't really, it's not on their radar yet. They're not really looking for that stuff like the average person. So you can still find it and like start kind of like collecting little things now before you get there. And it feels like an extension of, because spooky season always goes by like this, right?
Yeah.
So doing a little bit of it now is fun.
True, and it is true. A lot of the, like I was saying, bigger retailers are like rolling out their Halloween collections earlier and earlier, which I know can be sort of annoying because it can feel like, Jesus, just let it be summer and before you're bringing in all this autumn stuff. But to your point, it's exciting. It's fun. It's what you're looking. It's extending the season that maybe you like better, and kind of like almost creating the delusion you can pretend like it's already there. You know.
Yeah.
So I think it does kind of benefit still. Not that everything has to be about marketing and retail. Of course, we love and hate all of that stuff.
Of course.
But if you do it in like a more like local, almost like the sneaky way, you know, like you don't go to the big box retailer that's unveiling their Halloween store, but you go to like cute little antique shop or like a resale vintage store or something, and like, you know, then you feel like you found something special.
Yeah,
because you did.
Because you did. It's like a little treasure hunt, and it's like your little secret thing, and like you're holding on to it until, you know, of course you can use it anytime. But that's kind of fun. Like, I love that.
That is super cute. And then obviously, like you were saying, you could have a party.
Yeah.
Or what I also think is not a party, but it's similar, is like a theme night.
Yes.
And you can do that at home with yourself and just whoever you normally live with, and you don't have to like decorate the whole house or do a whole thing. You just have little tweaks on your normal stuff, and then it's like your theme night. Maybe you do, you know, those like, you make like the hot dog to look like a mummy. Like you wrap it with the thing, you know, like you just make little hors d'oeuvres, even if it's not the whole meal, if it's just hors d'oeuvres, or, you know, but you just tell everyone like, hey, it's Summerween tonight, Friday, whatever day, like, and you just like make it fun and cute. It doesn't have to be a big production, but if you do a big production, like that's also amazing.
I know, I love it. It's there, there's all kinds of things that you can do. People are really wanting to do it too. I think that really, the popularity of it, I think really speaks to, like people have the need, like we had a Friday the 13th this year, and it was in June, and that was like huge. Like it was crazy. Like I didn't realize how many people would have even recognized that there was a Friday the 13th, and you would think other times of year might be like, we've had October Friday the 13th, and they've been like kind of whatever. This one was like the biggest thing I've ever seen. People were like out like posting about. And it's because of, obviously, the movie Friday the 13th, but it's because of that summer vibe with the spooky vibe combined.
Yes.
It really just is a thing.
And I also feel like when we're living in, like, a dystopian hellscape, then we are just fiending for more horror that we can control.
100%.
Because we cannot control the horrors that are happening outside of us.
No, we can't.
And so it's like, then why not? Let's do Friday the 13th. Let's dress like a... like a maniac killer of fiction, so that we can escape from the trials and tribulations of real life. And I love that. I support it. I support it.
So do I. You have to. What else are you going to do? I feel like we've said, what else are we going to do? Like a million times in the last
get that tattoo
week.
Now.
Yeah, pretty much, because that's been a theme, like a major theme. And I totally get it. I saw a meme the other day that said something about every month that has a 31st should be that version of that month's Halloween. So
that's such a good, whoever
I don't know who wrote it.
That's such a good idea.
It was a tweet. I don't know who wrote it, but
that's so good. Well, see, and it fits perfectly because July and August both have a 31st.
Yes, and they were saying like that, like they were like that July and that August.
Because it's every other month except for those two.
Except for those two, they're like that would slap so hard, and I was like, it would, because you could have a theme for each one and kind of like vary it.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. And one could be like your super cute, like pastel goth, like classic Summerween vibes.
Totally.
And the other one you could do like the slasher movie,
slasher
like
movie.
watching this movie and at the campfire and do like your little marshmallow ghosts with your s'mores and everything.
Yes, and that could go with your camp. I like the camp one with maybe the camp movies, but the American Horror Story camp, and even the Stranger Things season that's summer.
That is true, and that is also new Stranger Things is coming out this year too. That just reminded me, totally almost a non sequitur, but it was brought up. But
yeah, that's amazing. Oh my god, a Stranger Things Summerween party.
That would be so cute. And it's also like the 80s again, too. It's so good.
That's what I would want to do.
Okay, maybe we should do that this year.
That would be cute.
We should actually do it. I know. It's cute. I still don't like the word. I wish there was a better word.
Yeah.
But I really do like the concept, and I think it's very needed, just for so many reasons.
It is. And, it's needed if you want to do it, and if you want to do it, you should. And that's really all you need to say. Yes, that's all you need to say. But when I'm seeing everyone getting into it and like all of this energy around it and stuff, then it does inform me as well. Like, it's not just a section of, like, it's a large portion of people that really want to and feel somehow fulfilled by this. And not that I need that as validation, but I kind of like that, and I would like to validate others, I guess, is kind of the point.
Yeah, because I think as much as, like, we even say with Dumb Witch Club, like, you might hate the idea of being part of a community or part of a club,
Right.
But also it's really necessary and amazing to be part of a community and part of a club. Mm-hmm. And so it's kind of that thing where it's like, yeah, this is a thing. And even if you do it alone or with your best friend, other people are into this thing. It's cool. It's a thing. Mm-hmm. So
I like it. We like making things a thing.
Yeah, exactly. And it's also still less of a thing than actual Halloween. So you're kind of also still like a little on the outskirts, a little alternative.
I know, and I kind of really, really love that aspect of it too.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much. There's a lot of freedom in it, right? Like, you can pick
like
the
a
day,
bird.
like a bird. You can pick the day. You can pick what you want to do. You can do this or not, or
yes,
obviously you can do that with anything. But there's something rogue about this that I really like.
Rogue, it totally is. It's cute. No, I like it. We need to rename it, but I still like it.
We'll work on that.
Okay,
yes.
We'll get back to y'all and let you know what we come up with.
That's right.
And yeah, until next time.
Stay witchy, friends.
And stay dumb.
Dumb Witch Club is written and hosted by us, Ashley Sidner.
And Jackie Gerard at the Dumb Witch Clubhouse in Orange County, California.
Produced and edited by Matt Heinemeyer. Art direction by Violet Turner. Culture consultant, Jane Turner.
Original music by Ashley Sidner. Look us up on all your favorite social media platforms, including TikTok and Patreon.
Until next time, stay witchy, friends.
And stay dumb.